Ever since the Washington Commanders and Adam Peters hired Dan Quinn and Joe Witt to kind of revitalize this defense, they have done exactly that and have been terrifying, right? Now, they did bring in a bunch of new pieces, including free agent Frankie Luvu, who is really starting to, revitalize his career over here in Washington. Now, look at this play here. We got a 3rd and 15. Watch this move that he uses. He's going to plant his left foot into the ground, spin inside, and then power through the center. Okay, so let's watch this play initially break down. Boom, right? He's going to plant that left foot into the ground, make that guard really shift his weight to the right side, and then he's going to spin right by him. Now, he's left with the one-on-one opportunity. You can see his head is facing on the inside of the A-gap, right? But now he is going to face this way and then attack the other side using that speed. Boom, right? Absolutely amazing job by Frankie Luvu, and these were things we didn't really, specifically see consistently from him in Carolina, but now all of a sudden Joe Witt and Dan Quinn are getting the absolute most out of him, right? And I think that is something you should be used to. That is something that you should, prepare for the future. You're going to see a lot of guys come over here and start to just look better than they ever have. Look at this move here by Frankie Luvu. This is unbelievable. On 3rd and 15 in this video, we're going to break down why the defense is starting to look like one of the best in the NFL, and if they can do it consistently, they're going to be a top threat in this division, but more importantly, maybe even in the conference. Now, before we dive into the video, if you guys want another part of this video, hit the like button. If we get over 500 likes, we'll be dropping a part 3, and we'll cover maybe more of the offense or more of the defense, or maybe a little bit of both. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below who has impressed you the most on the defense. Let's get right into the video. All right, this is a very interesting play. So we're going to see a 3-4 odd front by the defense. What basically that means in an odd is you want your center basically covering up that center. You have your 3 or 2 ends, and then you got your edge rushers right as well. Now, Bobby Wagner is going to be in a QB spy here. In the offense, they're in what you call 11 personnel, full slide, 7-man protection. Okay, 7-man protection. So basically what this means, guys, they're going to motion this guy over to the man side, motion him to the man side, and then the offensive line is going to be in a full slide this direction, okay? So this 7-man protection, full slide, right? We're going to allow this guy to come off the edge, but he's going to be blocked by a tight end and the running back, which we love. Again, we also have Bobby Wagner in a QB spy, so you got an odd front versus 7-man full slide protection. We're going to notice here again, look at all these guys slide to the left. These guys, you got the man side, and then boom, Bobby Wagner going to leak into this right side of the field, but also he's going to be more of a spy. So again, since we have that tight end and running back picking up our edge rusher, the edge rusher does a really good job forcing him to step up in the pocket. Boom. Now our interior guys are still doing a good job making Deshaun Watson uncomfortable. Now he wants to move, but he can't because here comes Bobby Wagner forcing a fumble, and then they pick it up. They scoop it up and bring it the other way a little bit, right? Again, this is beautiful. You see this odd front here, expect pressure if you're an offense, and that is exactly why they go to a 7-man full slide. They just run this perfectly, man. Let's go. Bobby Wagner, man. He's still him. He's still him. Don't sleep on that boy. All right, here's another play I loved. And this one, once again, Frankie Luvu, man. He's going to attack this B gap here. Again, just the speed, the quickness, the elusiveness of this dude, Frankie Luvu, is off the charts. Again, we can tell it's man-to-man coverage. The one reason the Commanders are, kind of confident in this man-to-man coverage is because they are extremely confident as well in their pass rush. They don't think that these teams will have enough time to hold on to this football to beat man coverage. They just don't, right? So again, look at this man, right? Great timing, great reaction time. I mean, he times this up absolutely perfectly. One, he's going to smack the arm down here on the right guard, and he's going to speed through this B gap. Unbelievable. And then the work ethic to keep on going, wrap him up, and complete the sack. Again, man, I am super excited about, what direction this team is headed. And I remember before the season started, right, probably about a month before the season started, we started hearing about Dan Quinn and Joe Witt, and I was super pumped about how they were going to set up this defense for the future. And man, have they done a great job. I kind of knew that Dan Quinn and Joe Witt were going to change everything here in Washington, at least defensively. I didn't think their offense would be this good to start. Now, again, I did have a lot of faith in Jayden Daniels, but I thought it would take him maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks to really get acclimated here into the NFL play style. No, these guys have taken off instantly and have been one of the best teams in football. Jayden Daniels is doing things I have never even, thought I would see before, with his completion percentage, the way he is effective both with his legs and in the passing game. This dude is just unbelievable, and the defense is right there with him. Now, before we get any further into the video, because there are a couple of more plays I really wanted to show you guys, make sure you guys hit that like button, one, to get the part 3, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Commanders throughout the entirety of the season. Every single game, offensive, defensive, individual player breakdown. We got you guys covered. I will take my face off the screen in a second. I also want to let you guys know, we're going to primarily focus in on, sacks, pass rush in this video. So in the part 3, if you guys want to see me do more of the DBs and how they play in coverage, let me know that in the comments down below. So we get another big time stack here from the defense. This one's a little bit, more fun to watch. So we're going to see the interior guy attack the outside, and then this guy's going to come in and then boom, get to the inside. These are the interesting pass rushes teams do. Boom, right? So now this guy is now trying to get that push off to the tackle. However, this guy, the switchability of these two guys here is unreal. And again, we talk about once this guy goes right into the back of the tackle, now you already have the inside leverage, right? Because now you're already kind of behind him. This guy has to switch onto this guy who's going to come around, and now you get a free rush to the quarterback. So I think this was timed up beautifully. I think they executed beautifully, and then you get a nice little sack there. Again, this team is just different. The way they play football, the way they're coached, it just looks great, man. I actually want to watch this from the other angle, so I'll do that really quickly here. So let's see. So again, we're going to be looking over on this side. So again, when we look at the scheme here, we're going to get this guy coming in, and then boom, right? This guy's going to come in and then get around here. Watch this. Boom. So initially going to work that inside, that B gap here, and then boom, right? Now he's going to put that arm. I didn't notice before. So he's going to put that arm on the back of the tackle, kind of pushing him even more away. And this guy has to switch. He has to switch, because if he doesn't, he's going to get a free reign to the quarterback, right? And he's expecting this guy to then switch over here. But quite literally, you are in no man's land. This is a spot where you do not want to be as an offensive line, because what are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? What a play. Dante Fowler, another guy, high draft pick, comes over here, starts to look good again. Oh, man, let's go, Dan Quinn. I'm pumped. I'm pumped about this team. All right, here we go. Another one of my favorite plays by the defense. Another 3rd and 5. Now, originally, we're going to see this pre-snap motion from left to right here. And what this basically tells us about this defense is this is going to be man-to-man. Now, we'll realize very quickly here that once we see this pre-snap motion, we want to draw a little bit of pressure to Deshaun Watson, because, quite frankly, 1, the offensive line isn't great, and 2, he doesn't throw good under pressure, right? So now we get into this double mug type of look here, where you have a bunch of guys here on the line of scrimmage. They're going to send the absolute heaters here, knowing that they are, blocking 5 here. And then you have a 6-man scat protection, where you have one of the running backs come in and protect as well. But again, now you have one-on-ones pretty much everywhere on the field, right? Absolutely love this if you're a defense, because boom, now you get Frankie Luvu versus Jerome Ford, a running back, and he absolutely blows him up, drives him all the way back to Deshaun Watson and gets a sack, right? Now, when you have these routes down here, you need time for them to develop, right? These are long developing routes where, not only do you have a go route here at the bottom, you also have the zig over the middle here. It's going to take a little bit for them to develop. And if you don't have the right guys to protect your quarterback, yeah, by the time he's already getting pressured, Jerry Jeudy just starts to break open. But still, as long as you have Frankie Luvu here, man, Bobby Wagner, Dorrance Armstrong, Jerron Payne, Jonathan Allen, right? These guys are absolute dogs, man. Look at Luvu and Bobby. Love it. Let's go. Defense is up and coming. Alright, real quickly, before we deep dive back into the video, go check out Underdog. They're going crazy right now. The amount of opportunities you have to win money is insane. Not only are they giving 31% profit boosts, but they also have fun games like higher, lower. They have drafts that you can play, fantasy drafts, right? But man, they have some of the best opportunities and make football so much more fun to watch. Like, let's put in something, right? We got Jordan Mason over 83 yards. So let's look at the Washington Commanders here. Let's see what they got going on for Jayden Daniels. And let's go Jayden Daniels over 229 passing yards. I think he's going to eat up the Ravens defense passing the ball wise. Let's lock that in. And if we just wanted to do that, we can throw, just say 10 to win 30. But you can go up to 5 picks, win up to 100 times your money, and just load up, man. I mean, they're giving you so many opportunities. And get this. Not only if you sign up using my promo code, link in the description, they're going to match your first deposit up to 50%. So if you put in $1,000, they're going to give you $500 free. But also, on top of that, when you sign up, they're going to give you a free square. Now, basically what that means is the first play you're going to get is, for example, Jayden Daniels over half a yard. Guys, the freest money you'll ever win in your life. This is so much fun. You don't have to just bet on the Commanders. You can do MLB, you can do WNBA, NHL, MMA, tennis, NBA is coming soon, right? They have so many things to pick from. And look at this. If we just want to look at DK Metcalf, you can go over targets, first quarter receiving yards, first touchdown score of the game with 4.54 times your money, right? That would turn it into 10 for 313. Guys, this is so much fun. Go check it out, and let's get back to the video. All right, here we go again. Now, the Browns are trying to get this quick snap off just so they can maybe confuse the defense. Don't give them time to completely set up here. I want you guys to keep an eye on Dorrance Armstrong. Another one of those pickups coming over from Dallas to Washington, a Dan Quinn disciple. This dude is a monster. I don't think the Cowboys should have let him walk, but again, the reason he came here is because of Dan Quinn. Absolutely smokes this right tackle, gets right by him. And you know what you'll notice here is you can tell Deshaun Watson was really hyper-focused on getting this ball over the middle. You're going to have 2 crossers, one by Jerry Jeudy and one more shallow by our guy Amari Cooper here. We're going to get this flat. We're going to get this seam. I think we get like an out over here. I'm not really too sure. But again, right, you're going to see him focus in. Boom, look at Jerry, and then come across to Amari Cooper. We're going to see Jerry Jeudy kind of leak open here, but kind of not leak open. He's actually going to throw up that hand to say he's open, when in reality, once he does maybe get open, I wouldn't even say it's really open. I think 25 could make a play, right? But Dorrance Armstrong is already making Deshaun Watson feel it, steps up into the pocket, and when you're facing this Commanders team, standing up is dangerous, or stepping up is dangerous, because you got, Jonathan Allen, Jerron Payne, you got, Frankie Luvu, Bobby Wagner, a bunch of these guys here. Now watch Dorrance Armstrong continue to work, right? Gets overbeat, maybe falls, then boom, big time sack. And this is the reason you just don't want to be a Cleveland Brown player right now, because, man, their offensive line is not great. I mean, let's count here. When they snap this ball, 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, I guess you have time. 3 seconds is a long time in the NFL as a quarterback, right? So, I guess you have plenty of time here to get this ball out. I mean, you could hit your tight end. You could hit maybe that if you lob it to the back of the end zone potentially. I don't know. Though. Deshaun Watson, they were just getting pressured all day. So, big shout out to this defensive line, man. They were massive in this game. All right, here we go. Last play will show you. Once again, they're going to come up in this double A gap, right? So, we're going to send Frankie Luvu, and then we're going to send Bobby Wagner into that A gap. Really put pressure on that center. Really trying to force this dude, Deshaun Watson, to just, again, be uncomfortable. So, again, boom, they're going to crisscross. They're going to send one guy to protect in the backfield on Bobby. And, again, never want to see that with Jerome Ford versus Bobby Wagner. That is a nightmare. And, again, look at the outside here. Armstrong gets right off the right tackle. There was, the Browns are not good. okay? But I do feel bad for Watson because this dude just has no time in the pocket. And to be completely fair here, we got to get this football out right now. This football has got to come out right here. Just throw it. Just throw it. That's open. That is open. We ran a pick play. The reason you run that pick play is to throw the ball. Now, it might not be a big pickup, but still, look at this. Look at this defense, man. Look at this defense. And then Allen, a couple of other guys secure the sack. And this is huge. I don't understand. Right? You got this play. We know it's man-to-man. You throw this ball. I think maybe, I don't know. I think he just in his head. I think Deshaun Watson's in his head. He didn't know what to do because the defense was just so ferocious up front. Maybe thought he could get a big chunk play there. I don't know. But this got to be fixed if you're Cleveland. And if you're Washington, man, are you excited about where this team is headed right now, man? No, I made a prediction. Before the season started, I said Commanders, playoffs. Now, am I sticking with that? I haven't seen anything that tells me that this is not a good football team. This is a really good football team. I think defensively, they have some things they need to work on here, but that front line is really good. And think about it, right? You traded Chase Young, you traded Montez Sweat. Were they going to be good off the edge? I don't know. But yeah, they are. Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, Frankie Luvu, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Jerzon Newton, right? I mean, these dudes are absolute just studs. And yeah, I'm gonna lock it in again. I'm going to double down. Commanders make the playoffs this year. That would be a crazy turn of events, man. Where they were last year, changed the ownership. Look at this, man. Look at this. And even when Frankie Luvu still just a monster, man. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. I know we just did, sacks and pressures. If you guys want some DBs, some DB play, let me know in the comments down below, man. I'm super excited to be posting these Commanders videos. And again, if you want more, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.